So now we're breaking out the 4-foot level, and I'm kind of skimming it to do the finer to get this thing level. And all right, for today's adventure, I'm up by the cabin site and we have to build a platform for the furnace fan. We're skimping wherever we can, so we're just building a treated 2x4 platform. We're going to put gravel in it and compact it, and then they put a composite floor, if you will, where the heat pump sits on. So I poked through these weeds here, make sure there ain't nothing I'm going to pull up. I got the tilt bucket on. Gotta get rid of these weeds so I can see what I'm doing. So I'll start on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some fill in. And build this up right here. There, now I can see it a little better. Weeds don't want to come out of there, of course. I don't know if you could see it. I could see their furnace line coming out. It has to be 16 inches this way, so I'm gonna get some dirt. We got a pile over here. Get started. All right, here's my nice pile of weeds. Right, we bought the tractor up here to move. There's gravel up top and there's dirt piles, but Sharon used the tractor to run back and get the frame that we had made. So I'll start pulling some dirt over here from this pile, and I'll start building this side up. I want at least a halfway smooth surface to start. Had to go out and kick off them weeds off of my blade. So I'll start bringing dirt. This is all pretty clean dirt. I ain't got to go too far anyway, so. Might have enough dirt so the slope will hold. We'll find out. So I got to shape it like this and then build up a flat spot on the top. Alright, so we had to call the furnace guy and make sure we'll be close enough, because we can't cover that sewer pipe up. We can go right up to it if need be. all right, now we're just filling in a couple of low spots here. Definitely saved tons and tons of back labor on a project like this, because we had to build it up probably a good foot, because we're gonna have final grading yet on the cabin when it's done. So we wanted to bring this up about another foot because we didn't know where our final grade's gonna be. So we're just about to the final leveling process here with the actual wood frame. All right, so I got this new mound of dirt compacted pretty well. So now we're breaking out the 4-foot level, and I'm kind of skimming it to do the finer to get this thing level, and then we'll move on to the next step.
All right, I'll
show you where we're at right now. We got it level. One of our 2x4s is warped a little, so we're running up to get some screws. We're going to put some stakes in, get it level, and then we'll put the gravel in and compact it. We called the furnace guy to make sure that we were close enough so that all could work, and he said, yep, that's fine. So progress. All right, so we ended up deciding instead of staking it down, Sharon ran back to the farm with the tractor and got a couple of straighter 2x4s. So we rebuilt the frame. I don't have a ton of footage on that, but let's go to the next step of bringing some stone in. Well, as usual, our first task, our 1 hour task, is probably pushing over 2 hours already. So Sharon went and got a couple of straight 2x4s, fixed that. I'm just waiting for her to do that, and then we'll put that pad on, compact it with the gravel. In the meantime, this is about the only thing I could do, building out this hillside, cleaning it up a little. I'm tempted to reroute one of these water ditches, at least for now, temporarily. Move it away from the house a little bit. So I don't know if we're ever going to get to task number 2 or 3. I mean, it's hot out there. It's in the upper 90s now in humidity. So I think I was supposed to reroute that hose somewhere else, but I'm keeping an eye on it. Check back in later. We're using CA6. It's like 3/4 inch with packing material. We're kind of just scabbing it from the pile we have coming in for the patio on the back here, which hopefully that'll be poured soon. That'll be a big step. So the first time I dropped a little bit too much, so we raked out half of it or more so that we could start compacting at the bottom, and then we slowly built up layers with just a hand shovel after this. Yeah, and before all the regulars go throwing me under the bus yet, I did participate in some of this manual labor. We took turns with the compaction. When one of us would get tired, we'd switch off. It was hot. I mean, it was like 92 or 93 and humid, and we were right in the south side there, baking in the sun. So we built this up layer by layer, and we got it leveled on top, and it turned out perfect. So let's see the finished product. All right, we're done. We're both pouring sweat. That's hard as concrete, perfectly level. I'll dress this stuff up here, but they're coming in here and pouring this before too long, this back patio.